In today's video, we put LeBron James into the 2026 NBA draft class. What it do is good, YouTube, back with another 2K banger, man. And as you can see on the screen here, man, we got rookie LeBron James in this 2026 draft class with Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, AJ DeBance, all these guys. We're gonna find out if we put rookie LeBron James into the league now, would he still be on that GOAT trajectory? Would his career change for the better or for the worse? If you like these style of videos, man, make sure to drop a like, make sure to drop a sub, comment down below what videos y'all want to see next. And we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so make sure to hit that sub button. So we're picking it up immediately in the 2026 offseason. And this is perfect timing because LeBron is retiring. So we got one LeBron coming out, we got one coming in. So who's gonna be getting blessed with the #1 overall pick? It's gonna be the Utah Jazz. So LeBron most likely will be a part of the Utah Jazz, but hey, you never know. The Jazz could fumble the pick. So in the NBA draft, with the first pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz will... Now, don't get me wrong, Darren Peterson is a bucket, but the Jazz pass up on LeBron James and he could be going to the Houston Rockets. They're going to be trading the pick for Pascal Siakam and Aaron Nesmith. And the Pacers are going to be drafting LeBron. The Rockets don't decide to draft LeBron. That would have been a crazy fit. LeBron James, Amen Thompson, and all them guys. Instead, he's going to the Pacers with Halliburton. So without Pascal Siakam, this Pacers team is looking like LeBron James and then the rest of this roster. Now, Halliburton is injured. He is coming back this start of the season, though, probably. So the Pacers traded Siakam and Aaron Nesmith for pick 2 in the draft and then a future Nets first round pick. That's not bad. All right, taking a look at free agency here. James Harden goes to the Hawks. Trae Young goes to the Wizards. 2K also just came out with their new player ranking updates. So Austin Reeves is now an 88 overall, according to 2K. Pacers signed John Collins and Isaiah Joe in the offseason here. And taking a look in the player progression, they look pretty sweet already, man. You got a lot of good, solid players on this team, and Tyrese Halliburton and LeBron James could be that 1-2 punch for years to come. This is what their rotation is going to be looking like immediately. Nembhard, they're running Halliburton and Nembhard in the backcourt, which is interesting. LeBron James, John Collins, Isaiah Jackson, Toppin Walker, Isaiah Joe, and TJ McConnell. Rookie LeBron's coming in immediately with a 95 shot and a 90 touch tendency. He's got 8 badges off rip. He's going to be a menace, bro. I mean, this is immediately. We got to see how LeBron would do in this current day of the NBA. Starts off with a really bad game. I would assume he would win Rookie of the Year as he's dropping 37 in the second game of the season. So LeBron James, I have a feeling he's going to be really good. Pacers kind of off to a slow start, but I'm going to see how boys at the end of year one. Year one's in the books. Cade wins MVP, bro. I've been seeing this more and more. This man Cade has been going crazy. 37 is wild for Cade Cunningham. Braun does win Rookie of the Year. Those are some nasty numbers, bro. 26-6 and damn near 6.7 assists a game. 2 steals, block and a half. 51, 32, 71 splits for Braun. If that's your year #1 rookie season, he's gonna be a stud in this video, bro. Oh my god. I would expect him to honestly make an all... Damn, Booker averaged 36. I would expect him to make an all-NBA team. And he does make third team. So rookie year, Braun makes all-NBA third team. Okay. And I would assume he was an all-star. He actually wasn't an all-star. So first team all-rookie, Rookie of the Year, and third team to start it off. No all-star appearance, though. Pacers finished the 5 seed, so 47-35. Solid team. They could low-key make a run at it. This is what the lineup's looking like heading into the playoffs. It looks like they traded for Sam Hauser. Bunch of trades actually happened here. Trey Murphy got traded, Klay Thompson for Herb Jones. Yeah, the Pacers traded TJ McConnell for Sam Hauser in a second. Rest of the stats for the guy, Braun led this team in points, then Halliburton was there 24 and 10. John Collins 14, and then the rest of the guys here. They had the 16th best offense, but they had a top 5 defense in the NBA with a 4-point differential. So they're immediately going to be a really good team with LeBron just plugging in here. They got Raptors in round 1. First game of LeBron's playoff career, 23-5-7. I'd love to see that. Game 2. Game 3 is going to be Toronto. Game 4 is going to be a tied 2-2 series. Can they go up 3-2? Yes, they can. And you know we got to simcast game 6s and game 7s. We got to get that LeBron James gameplay, baby. But no gameplay in this game 6. The Pacers going to be blowing out the Toronto Raptors by 20 points. Halliburton and Braun both have crazy games. Round 2, they got the 1 seed Atlanta Hawks with newly acquired James Fittabid, James Harden. It's going to be a tough series. Game #1 does go to the Atlanta Hawks. They win by 30 points. The Hawks might be too good for this Pacers team. They're going to go up 2-0 in the series, led by Risai, Shea, and Harden. Game 3 is going to go to the Pacers as well. Atlanta up 3-0. I think this is going to be a wrap for the Pacers in year #1. And yeah, they're going to get swept in year #1. So LeBron gets swept in his rookie year. 25-4-6 in the playoffs for that boy Braun. The Hawks team was just too talented. And it looks like they honestly might win the finals here. But no, they end up losing in 6 games to Shea and the OKC Thunder. So year #1 for LeBron James, 5 seed in a semifinals elimination. Steph Curry and Dame both make the Hall of Fame. All right, draft lotteries here. And the Pacers, hold on now. Did I say the Pacers had a top pick in the draft? The Pacers has the #2 overall odds for the #1 overall pick. This could be absolutely massive. And oh my God, the Pacers get the first pick in the draft. So that Brooklyn pick that the Rockets traded ended up being #1. And the Pacers end up drafting Stefan Yakismovich with the #1 overall pick. This guy is nasty. He's just coming in here to 78 overall at the age of 19. 2017. Him and Braun coming in from years to come. Hold on now. This could be deadly. Amen Thompson signs with the Golden State Warriors in free agency. Jimmy goes to the Pistons. Pacers re-signed Jarris Walker and they brought in Jonathan Mogbo. Player progression sees Braun jumping up 6 overalls to a 90 at the age of 20. Tyrese is 91. He drops by 2. Jarris Walker goes up 3. Mogbo jumps up by 2. So they're set up for a great way in the future. Starting 5 for the Pacers, you got Nembhard, Halliburton, LeBron, John Collins, and they're running Mogbo at center, so they're playing small ball. You got Jarris Walker, Isaiah Joe Toppin, Jokic Movic, and Isaiah Jackson off the bench. They're running 3.5 stars balanced. And let's get into year number 2. Simmon, first game of the year is a win against the Chicago Bulls. Will we see an LeBron James All-NBA first team maybe this year? Could he possibly win an MVP in year number 2? And we'll see what the Pacers can do record-wise. About 20 games in, LeBron's averaging similar stats to last year. Wemby wins MVP in year number 2. Jalen Lowe, Rookie of the Year. Mikael Brown Jr., 6-man Wemby Depoy, Most Improved Darius Cuff, Cade, Clutch Player. Mavs won 72 games. First team, second team, there is LeBron James making All-NBA. Second team, 27, 7, and 6 for LBJ. 2 steals, 2 blocks a game. You also see Darren Peterson on All-NBA second team for the Jazz. So they made the right move as well. I mean, Darren Peterson and LeBron go hand in hand apparently in this timeline. Braun also makes All Defensive second team in year 2. And this Pacers team jumped up to the 3 seed. They were 2 games better than last year, 49 and 33. Another year where you see LeBron leading the team, and then Halliburton was there, 21 points per game. John Collins giving you 13 points. You got like really it's really just Braun and Hallie for now. This guy's gonna upgrade at some point. He had a decent rookie year, 12, 3, and 3. They didn't make any moves at the deadline. This is what it's looking like. They got Orlando in round number 1, who has Dash Daniels now at the 2. Desmond Bain coming off the bench now, so they traded all that for a bench player. 5 first-round picks for a bench player. Game number 1 does go to the Pacers. They get it done. They're gonna go up 2-0 in this series. Can they go up 3-0? And they're gonna be able to sweep the Orlando Magic? No, they do not. But can they win in 5 games? Yes, they do. So they advanced to round number 2, where they're playing the Cavs, who have the same exact team. Let's see what they can do with it. Game number 1 does go to the Cavs. They lose by 1 point. Braun with a 35-point triple-double. Game number 2 also going to go to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mobley 35 and 11. Braun another 24, 10 and 7 game. Halliburton does not show up so far in this second round. Huge game 3 here also goes to Cleveland. Braun is doing all he can in the playoffs, averaging 32, 8 and 8 a game. Unfortunately, their team just is not going to be good enough to get through, as they're going to be down 3-1. You never know. Braun made a 3-1 comeback at some point. Why can't he make a 3-0 comeback in year number 2 of his career? You got a close game here, 9-point game. Pacers do pull this one out, so you do have a game 6. All right, heading into game 6 here, the Pacers looking to force game 7, win 3 straight games, and it looks like they're going to be able to do that. That is 3 straight victories for the Indiana Pacers, looking to go 4 in a row and reverse sweep the Cavs. LeBron with another 34-point game. No way the Cavs blow a 3-0 lead. That would be a generational choke from the Cleveland Cavaliers. But what else is new? The Cavs love choking to the Pacers. They just did last year in the playoffs. It is a 6-point game though. 6-point game still, 11-point game. The Cavs come so close, but unfortunately, they just cannot get over the top. They end up getting eliminated by 8 points, and that is going to be the game. LeBron 41, 6 and 9. But again, his team just does not show up, and they go out sad in game 7. And in 2 back-to-back seasons, the Pacers get eliminated in the second round of the playoffs. Dallas goes on to win, and Cooper Flag wins Finals MVP. So 2 seasons in the books for LeBron James. They should have some nice progression out of this rookie and see if they can build on top of things for next year. Russell Westbrook and Harden both make the Hall of Fame. Pacers have the 22nd pick in the draft. Marcus Spears goes number 1 to the Sixers. With the 22nd pick, they ended up drafting this guy right here. Kevin Durant goes back to the Brooklyn Nets on a 1-year deal. Zion signs with the Golden State Warriors. Keontae George goes to the Kings. Pacers signed Bobby Portis here. Another big jump in player progression, seeing LeBron James go up to a 95 overall. He's got 27 total badges now. Halliburton stays at a 91. Jarris Walker is actually progressing quite nicely in this simulation. He's up 3. And the first overall pick from last year jumps up to an 84. They're still running this lineup with Nembhard and Halliburton at the 1 and the 2. It really has not been working out. You do have a 95 overall in LeBron James now, John Collins, and then they're still running Mogbo at center. The bench is really nice though, with Jarris Walker, Steph in here, Bobby Portis, and Isaiah Joe. They're still 4 stars balanced. And let's sim this year number 3 season with LeBron James. I think this could possibly be an MVP for him, as he is a 95 overall. Checking out some of these box scores to start, bro. It looks like this guy's going crazy. 36 points in this game right here, and he dropped 35, 5 and 6. This guy's Stephen up to 17, 5 and 6. This guy is the real deal. LeBron also averaging 39 and 6 to start this year number 3 season, and Halliburton averaging 18 and 10. It only took 3 years for LeBron to win MVP in the current NBA. 29, 8 and 7 for LeBron James. 2 steals, 2 blocks a game, and he shot 40% from 3. LeBron James already at the top of the NBA, and it only took 3 measly little seasons. Christian Collins, rookie, 6-man Wemby. Stephen, my boy here, averaged 18 points, 5 and 6 on the season. He won most improved player. Kings won 60 games. Okay, Doug Christie. Okay. Bald head ass, my Crazy. LBJ on first team along with Scoot Henderson. Look at Scoot Henderson averaging 32 a game, bro. What kind of fake ass simulation is this? There's Darren Peterson again. And this time, Braun makes all defensive first team. Man's accolades are going crazy only after 3 years. In 3 years, the Pacers got up to that 1 seed, 60-22 for the Indiana Pacers at the top of the NBA, tied with the Sacramento Kings. Stats on the season: Braun, Halliburton, Stephen, Jarris Walker, John Collins, Bobby Portis. The team is hooping. Top 5 offense in the NBA, top 5 defense in the NBA with a 10-point differential. Miami Heat in round number 1, 1-1 series, 2-1 Pacers, 3-1 Pacers, and they're going to be getting out of there in 5 games to play the Chicago Bulls in round number 2, who have Josh Giddey, Jaden Ivey, Matas Buzelis. It's a calm little Bulls team, but unfortunately, it's just not going to be enough. The Pacers are up 3-0, and they're going to be winning in 5 games. Conference finals to the Atlanta Hawks, who have Benny Sturts, they have Dyson Daniels, Reese Shea, Jalen Johnson, and Big O. The Hawks did win 57 games, so this series ain't going to be a breeze. Game number 1 is going to go to the Atlanta Hawks. Benny going crazy with 30 points. They lose by 2 points. Game number 2 is going to go to the Atlanta Hawks. So they lose game 1 by 2 points, and they lose game number 2 by 1 point there. Braun again doing all he can. He needs somebody to step up. Game number 3, it is going to be a Hawks victory. You got the 1 seed 60-win Pacers team down 3-0 to the Atlanta Hawks, bro. LeBron, I thought this was his year to make a finals push. It does not seem like it's going to be the case. They are going to be able to force 5 games at least here. Can they force game 6? Kind of like they did against the Cavs series last year, where they made a 3-0 comeback and just lost in game 7. They are going to be able to pull this one out, so they win 2 games back to back. If they can force a game 7, I might take LeBron James in game 7, but they just got to get there first. It's a close ass game, 10-point game. We'll hop into this one. LeBron James at the strike, down by 4 with 1:30 left in the game. First free throw is up for LeBron James, and it is good. Second free throw up for LeBron to cut it to 2 points. Oh, he actually has 3 free throws. He hits the second one. LeBron finna make all 3 free throws. Yes, shit's chicken. 1-point game. Atlanta up 3-2 in this series. This dude Benny Sturts, bro, is an absolute menace. Here comes the screen from Asa Noel. Benny's gonna look to dump it off. Step back on Halliburton. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Gets the screen again from Asa Noel, trying to create some space. He's gonna take a pull-up midi, and that's no good. Rebound goes to Benny. Benny goes back up with it. He misses again. Rebound goes to Joksimovic. Up to LeBron in transition. LeBron James with Dyson Daniels guarding. 15 on the shot clock. LeBron tween. Back out to Joksimovic. Over to John Collins, who pulls the 3. No good. Rebound Reese Shea. 45 seconds on the game clock. Reese Shea looking for a little bucket. Kicks over that boy Benny. Looks like Slim Shady out there. Reese Shea back to Benny. Tyrese got a guard. Benny looking for a bucket. Over to Dyson Daniels. He got no offensive bag. The steal by, I don't know who that was, but Bobby Portis with the steal. Old ass Bobby Portis still putting in work. LeBron ISO'd out on you, Reese Shea. 12 on the shot clock. Tween. LeBron out to Hallie for 3. Chicken. Pacers go up by 2 with 18 to go. Where does Atlanta go here? Who wants to take the game tying or game winning shot? Here comes the screen. Asa Noel on the right side. Benny, 3 seconds left. Down to Asa Noel. Charge. That's a blocking foul, and they said and 1. Nah, that's crazy. Hold up. We got to get the instant replay. You got to challenge that, Coach Carlisle. You got to challenge that. Was Bobby Portis' feet set? Let's see. Was his feet set? Nah, he was moving still. That's the right call. That boy was moving. He got the and 1 to go up by 1. Asa Noel hits the free throw. Pacers got no timeouts left. 2.2. Braun from full court for the win. No good. And what a game 6, bro. Bobby Portis was so close to making that a charging foul, bro. Braun with a good game. 7 for 20. Actually not that good efficiently. And they had some random guy, 79 overall, drop 25 on him. So another year where the Pacers go out sad and the Hawks lose in 6 games to Anthony Edwards. The Larry O'Brien has been in the West for now 5 straight seasons. Pacers looking for a new head coach. They bring in Jordy Fernandez. This is what the first round of the draft looked like. Pacers drafted this guy at 30. Trae Young went to the Nets in free agency. Pacers re-signed John Collins, and look who the Pacers brought back. 4 years later, the Pacers brought back Miles Turner, and they also signed Cameron Houdini. Braun upgrades to a 97 in player progression. This #1 overall pick only went up 1 overall. Tyrese is still there. They extended him. 10-man rotation for the Pacers is Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard here, who has been loyal to the city of Indiana for his whole career. And then you got LeBron, John Collins. So they finally have a starting center in Miles Turner now. And then they got Stephen off the bench with Jarris Walker, Bobby Portis, Richard O'Brien, and Cameron Houdini. Braun had an MVP season in his 3rd year. Let's see if he can get back-to-back MVPs. The Pacers are off to a really good start. 14-3, looking to go 15-3 to start the season here. Tyrese Halliburton, points are back up. This man Braun might be going crazy, bro. He might be. He's averaging 20. Oh, actually, Braun's stats are down across the board. 25, 7, and 7. He is shooting 44% from 3, though. Back back-to-back MVPs for LeBron James, 26.5, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Pretty identical season to last year, except the points are down by 3, but he still brings away an MVP. And the Pacers won 64 games. Pacers best team in basketball by 4 games, best team in the East by 14 games. So with this lineup right here, bro, you gotta assume now that they can make a run at a championship. LeBron, Halliburton, Stephen here, and then the rest of the team. Chicago in round number 1 with Jeremiah Fierce. This has got to be the championship year for the Pacers, bro. It has to be. 64 wins is just too much to not come away with a championship. And they're gonna be struggling in a game 1 series against the Chicago Bulls, man. Something about this Pacers team when it gets to the playoffs, they just kind of forget how to play basketball, and they're gonna be down 30 to the Chicago Bulls, where they could be getting eliminated in round number 1, bro, to an 8 seed. How disappointing would that be? LeBron kind of having a rough playoffs to start. Hey, I don't know, man. Bron could be a playoff dropper. Game 7. Imagine if a 64 team win gets eliminated in the first round to the Chicago Bulls. That would be absolutely insane. And they're gonna be down by 13 in the 4th quarter. And oh my God, the Pacers are gonna be getting eliminated. Oh my God, a 64 win Pacers team gets eliminated in 7 games by the Chicago Bulls, bro. Jaden Ivey, Josh Giddey, Kobe White. Yo, that team was the 10 seed. They won 34 games, bro. This Pacers team just lost to a team that won 30 less games than them in the regular season. That's got to be the biggest upset in NBA history, bro. It has to be. How do you lose that series, bro? Yo, this is the biggest disappointment team in NBA history. LeBron scammed 2 MVPs, but he can't make it out of the conference finals, let alone the first round. The Bulls got dropped off right after that, so they were not even a good team at all. The Orlando Magic go on to win the NBA Finals, and Paolo Banchero wins Finals MVP. 2030 draft here this is Jonathan Kuminga's brother, actually, if y'all did not know. Now, LeBron is a restricted free agent here, so they're probably gonna re-sign him, I would hope. And they do re-sign him. This is what free agency looks like if y'all were curious. So LeBron and Halliburton still going up by 1. The Stephen guy goes up 4 overalls here. Houdini goes up 3. This Musa guy goes up 4. So, I mean, you're a better team than last year. If they won 64 games last year, they should win another 60 plus games. Does anybody have a 2031 draft class? Yeah, we got it here. That's lit. What are these kids in like 8th grade now, bro? Braylon Davis, Pierre Rondo. Don't tell me that's Rondo's son. They're starting Stephen and Halliburton together. LeBron Collins. They picked up Nas Reed in the offseason with this looking bench here. So LeBron won 2 MVPs in a row. He cannot go 3 in a row. Wemby takes this one. Yo, Josh Giddey has been winning 6 man of the years like every single year. How many 6 mans is this for Giddey now? It's 2 6 man of the years. I thought it's more than that. It seems like it's more than that. The Warriors won 69 games, bro. Damn. Steve Kerr, late career resurgence. LeBron makes another All-NBA first team, 25, 7 and 7. So his career high from 3 here. Seems like this is where he's going to kind of be at for the foreseeable future. Makes another all-defensive first team. Yet another season where the Indiana Pacers finished the 1 seed by far, and they're a 60-win team. So who's on this Warriors team? Amen Thompson, Coulibaly, Kuminga, Zion, Maluwak is nasty. That's a nasty defensive team, boy. Imagine Amen Thompson and Coulibaly, bro, trying to get past them. You crazy? Bron Stephen with a big year number 4 jump, dude. 24, 6 and 8 for this number 1 overall pick back in 27. This guy's nasty. And then Halliburton still giving you 22 and 10. So it's these 3 guys and all these other role players. Boston Celtics in round 1 still got JT and JB. They're running Jeremy Sohan at the 5. Hey, the Pacers got eliminated in round 1 last year. What's stopping them from getting eliminated in round 1 this year? It's only a 3-2 seed. Yo, something about this Pacers team, I keep saying it every year, they just keep struggling in the playoffs, bro. I don't know what it is, man. I really don't. They kind of have a close game here, but they are going to pull away from Boston. They do win in 6 games. Good game from the 2 top guys. Round 2, Jalen Brunson, Hugo, Cat, and DeAndre Ayton. This team is not even better than the Celtics team. They're going to go up 2-0 here. Going to go up 2-1, 3-1, and they are going to have another game 6. Another game 6 against the New York Knicks. 4th quarter, 10-point game, 6-point game. We have another game to hop into. All right, Pacers up by 1 with 2 minutes left to go. You got Stephen, you got LeBron, you got Nas Reed, Andrew Nembhard, and Jarris Walker on the court. LeBron takes the wide angle, goes up, no foul, but he still puts it in. That's just a big body from Big King. Jalen Brunson working on Steph, down to DeAndre Ayton. He's dominating. Where are his blonde orange braids at? Them shits are ugly as shit. Braun working on Big Daddy Cat Towns. LeBron, look at LeBron, look at LeBron. Towns actually playing some good defense, low key. Gotta pass the ball, bro. You gotta pass. He's gonna go up with that shit. Who is he feeling like? What the hell? OG with the ball in transition. DeAndre Ayton stolen by Nasri. That was a terrible pass. LeBron James on Brunson. He's gonna go all the way. LeBron James down to Nembhard. What is this offense they're running? This is terrible. What is the LeBron doing? What the? He still gets it to go, but what the heck? Knicks down 3, trying to force 7 games in MSG. Jalen Brunson back over to OG, over to Towns, over swings at the corner to Hugo. Hugo finds Jalen Brunson, open 3 is no good. 40 seconds left. The Knicks need to stop. Andrew Nembhard down to LeBron in transition. LeBron on Towns, almost turns the ball over. LeBron gets it back, blowing by Towns, goes up with a floater, and that's too easy for LeBron James. Ball into Brunson. They need a quick bucket. 25 seconds left on the clock. Jalen Brunson attacking the rim, goes all the way up, and that's a tough ass finish. We will simcast this, and they are going to be pulling out by 5. Pacers going to advance to the conference finals once again. They got the 2-seed Atlanta Hawks once again. They won 47 games. Ben Serif, Dyson Daniels, Asa Noel. Game number 1 is going to go to the Pacers. Halliburton drops 35. They go up 2-0 in this series, 3-0 in this series. They're going to be sweeping the Atlanta Hawks into the NBA finals for the first time this video. Pacers versus the 69-win Golden State Warriors, and you saw this lineup already. I don't know, do we think the Pacers can pull this one out? Game number 1 is going to go to the Indiana Pacers. Zion drops 40, but look at Stephen, look at Halliburton, LeBron too. Everyone's hooping. Game 2 does go to the Pacers. Halliburton stepping up in a big time way. He wants finals MVP. Game number 3, the Pacers cannot go up 3-0. Can they go up 3-1? Yes, they can. Halliburton 37 and 16. Braun with 32. And can they get out in 5 games? Yes, the Pacers can. Their first championship comes in year number 5. LeBron James still sneaks out finals MVP. 21, 6, and 9.8 assists. So LeBron's first ring comes in the 2030-2031 season. Finally gets that ring at the age of 24. Low-key thought that should have been Halliburton's. Ooh. Now, Halliburton did only average 2 rebounds a game, but he averaged 29 points and 9 assists. I think this low-key could have been Halliburton's finals MVP. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. Well, the Pacers finally got that weight off their shoulders where they needed the championship, and they got it done. And after getting a championship, John Collins is going to call that a career, only at the age of 33. So he gets a ring and he gets up out of here. This is how the top 10 went. Where did Kuminga's brother go? Wait, that was last draft class. Never mind. 6 years later, John Morant is still a Grizzly. Pacers extended Steph in here. They brought in Alexander Walker, Malik Monk, Dalen Terry, Moses Moody, Nick Claxton. Damn, they signed a lot of people. This is what their team's looking like. Bronze at 99 overall. Joksimovic goes up to a 92. They got a bunch of 80s on the team as well. Once we get this far into the video, I like doing random number generator draft classes through 1960 to 2015, so we kind of recycle players into the NBA because I don't like auto-generated guys. So we have 1960 through 2015 here. We're going to be spinning it, and we get the 1988 draft class. So we'll do this every year going forward. This is what the Pacers rotation is looking like heading into year number. What is this for LeBron? Year 5? This is year number 6 for LeBron. Let's see if they got back-to-back championships in them. They're off to a pretty good start. Cooper Flag wins MVP in year number 8 for Flag. Another 6-man for that boy Giddey, man. He the 6-man of the year, man. Kerr, bro. Kerr and the Warriors going crazy. 70 wins, bro. Damn. Another All-NBA team for LeBron. Another 60-win season for the Pacers. The lineup looks pretty nasty. LeBron averaged 24, 8, and 7. Points are around 24. Expecting him to be more around like 27, 28, but he's around like 24, 7, and 7 because he's got a lot of guys to deal with. This Stephen guy actually led them in points. He's nasty. And then Halliburton's still there. They have a top 3 defense. They have the second best point differential behind Golden State. Did they upgrade at all anywhere? I mean, they're just a good ass team. Washington in round number 1 has Jalen Brunson, Nate Ament, Bamba Torre. They always struggle in the first round. I don't know what it is, but they do win in 5 this time. Orlando in round number 2. They still have Paolo and Franz. They have Karl Anthony Towns, Dash Daniels, and Anthony Black. That's a really good team. Let's see if they can knock off this Magic team. Magic might actually have this series low key. 2-1 Magic, 3-1. No, I was going to say 3-1 Magic. 3-2 Pacers. We have a game 6. Yeah, I low key like this Magic team, bro. You have a lot of good pieces to go alongside Paolo and Franz Wagner. And it looks like you're going to have a game 7 unless the Pacers have a big time comeback in this 4th quarter. The Pacers do have a big time comeback in this 4th quarter, and we got a game to hop into. All right, minute 50 left. Tie game. LBJ with the ball spinning on Franz Wagner. LBJ going to go up. That's a lot of contact that the refs do not call. They ain't going to give Braun the cop-out fouls. Paulo Banchero pushing the ball up the court. Paulo Banchero over to Anthony Black. Back over to Banchero. Banchero going up with it. Good D by Jarris Walker. Jarris Walker pushing the pace a little bit. Jarris Walker over to LeBron James. LeBron James with Franz Wagner guarding him. 5 on a shot clock. LeBron. Oh my God. It's a murder. Look at that boy, Braun. He said, get your ass on the ground, Franz. Braun just ethered Franz Wagner. That was rude, bro. Paulo Banchero, he doesn't know what to do. His boy just got banged on. Paulo Banchero getting locked up by Jarris Walker. Legitimately locked up. And I ain't talking about Akon. Paulo Banchero kicks it over to Jace Richardson for the cop-out 3. He misses it. Jarris Walker, the rebound. I mean, if I was Franz, I would be actually scared to stay in front of LeBron James. And look at LeBron. He's feeling himself. Kicks it over to the corner. Stephen for the corner 3 is chicken. And that's going gonna be the game, man. That was embarrassing for Franz Wagner, bro. Will the Pacers advance to play the Philadelphia 76ers with Jared McCain, VJ Edgecombe, Christian Collins, Marcus Spears? Holy shit, that lineup is insane. They only won 52 games, bro. How? Christian Collins averaged 27, Spears averaged 20, Edgecombe averaged 18. Oh my god. Dude, that's gonna be a tough series. Game number 1, the Pacers do get it done. Stephen and LeBron get it done by 4 points. The Pacers actually go up 2-1. They're gonna go up 3-1, and they got a game 6 against the Philadelphia 76ers. Warriors waiting in the NBA Finals for either one of these teams. The Pacers have a big time lead, but the Sixers kind of bring it back in this fourth quarter. 9-point lead for the Pacers, and the Pacers gonna pull this one out. They end up winning by 7 points, and they're gonna be playing the Golden State Warriors once again in the NBA Finals. Braun dropped 40, Tyrese dropped 31, and they have this 70-win Golden State team with Amen Thompson, Bilal Coulibaly, Malawak, and Zion. The Pacers like have not had a good center at all this video. It's been Naz Reid, it's been Miles Turner, and it was Jonathan Mogbo for a while. Let's see if that matters to them. Game number 1 does go to the Warriors. Warriors looking to get their revenge. Game 2 goes to the Warriors. Zion is not playing around this time, bro. He is not playing. Game number 3, the Warriors go up 3-0 in the series. Pacers make a 3-0 comeback here, and they get swept in the NBA Finals by Zion Williamson. So Zion, they got locked off last year, but the Warriors are not playing around. They get their first championship. So the Indiana Pacers cannot go back to back. Number 1 overall pick, Danny Manning, Mitch Richmond. I love the old heads coming back into the NBA. Pacers signed Will Perdue. They bring in a 35-year-old, 81 overall Donovan Mitchell. LeBron regresses by 2 overalls at the age of 3. What the hell? LeBron drops by 2 at the age of 25. That's interesting. Stephen goes up 2. This guy Musa goes up 2, and Daryl Thurman goes up 5. Spinning for the next draft class, we're gonna be getting 2011. Y'all know the 2011 draft class. Isaiah Thomas, Kawhi, Kyrie. Great draft class here. Clay, Jimmy Butler. Pacers lineup is Stephen, Tyrese, LeBron, Houdini, Naz Reid, Jarris Walker, Musa, Dalen Terry, and Devin Vassell. Flag back-to-back MVPs. Danny Manning win Rookie of the Year. Warriors 3 years in a row winning Coach of the Year. 64 wins again for the Warriors and Steve Kerr. That boy about to be like 80 years old now, huh? Another All-NBA first team for Braun. 24 again for the 3rd straight season. Career high in assists though. How many years in a row is this for the Pacers being the 1 seed? 63 and 19. I mean, like, I feel like they're at the top of the league every single time, but they're not consistently like banging out championships. I don't know. Yo, this Joksimovic guy led the team 26, 7, and 8, bro. This guy low-key filthy, fam. And then LeBron and then Halliburton still putting in work. He's 33 right now. They still got Naz Reid and all these guys off the bench. Brooklyn Nets in round number 1. AJ Mitchell, Trae Young, Ace Bailey. Sum up this series here. They're going to be winning at 5. Washington in round number 2. Miles Hayes, Nate Mentz, Alex Sarr. Pacers go at 3-0, and they're going to be taking care of Washington in 4 games. On to the conference finals once again to the Chicago Bulls, Jaden Ivey, Matas Buzelis. Should be a walk in the park. They're up 2-0, up 3-0, and they're back in the NBA Finals. Only losing 1 game, and they're going up against the Dallas Mavericks, who won 61 games. Dallas got Nick Smith, Jaden Harvey, Cooper Flagg, T.John Salon, and Derek Lively. So you got a primetime match of Cooper Flagg versus LeBron James. Game number 1 is a Mavs victory. Cooper Flagg puts the team on his back like he Greg Jennings though. Game number 2 also going to Dallas. Dallas on top of things. 3-0 Dallas, and LeBron James is going to be probably going out sad, but they do get 2 games back to back, so that means we got to hop into a game 6 here. Ooh, what's LeBron's record in the finals right now? It could be slipping as it's a close game in this 4th quarter. We got to hop in. Pacers up by 3 with 1:30 left. Is that Grady Dick in the corner? What? That's not the way you're supposed to be setting a screen. T.John Salon, Cooper Flagg with a wide open wing 3 is chicken. That boy Cooper Flagg is a problem, bro. Literally a primetime matchup, Cooper Flagg versus LeBron, but they got Grady Dick on him. Cooper Flagg is ducking the matchup. LeBron James blowing by Grady Dick, kicks it over to Jovic in the corner. That's definitely his name, but he hits a 3. That boy's stroke looks immaculate, man. That boy is straight chicken. Milk, butter, and cream. If y'all get that reference, y'all elite, bro. Jovic with the stop. I'm gonna just call him Jovic from now on, bro, because he kind of looks like Nikola Jovic. 59 seconds left. Braun working on Grady Dick. Braun all the way. Almost turns the ball over. Jovic again for the tree. Oh, it's off. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Jovic just rolls off the tongue a little bit more. Cooper Flagg draws the... Oh my God. Cooper Flagg. Who you feeling like, bruh? God damn. Looking to tie this game up with the free throw, but he smokes it. Derek Lively with the rebound. Braun goes up. The floater, no good. Cooper Flagg low-key scammed, bro. My boy Musa with the ball. Over to LeBron. LeBron guarded by T.John Salon. LeBron over to... Almost turns the ball over again. Stephen, the go-to shot. That's a deep-ass 3. Misses. Rebound up to Jaden Hardy. Jaden Hardy with 20 seconds left. You gotta find the ball to Flagg, bro. Derek Lively on Naz Reid goes up. He misses. Oh no. Mavs have a chance to tie. 12 seconds to go, down by 3. Nick Smith Jr. with the ball. Over to Salon. T.John Salon for 3. No good. And that is gonna be the game. The Pacers force game 7. All right, game 7 of the NBA Finals. The Pacers have worked themselves back up into a position to put themselves in it to win, and they're gonna be up in the first half. Going into the 4th quarter with a 20-point lead, and Cooper Flagg chokes the game away, and LeBron James gets it done. LeBron with another championship and another Finals MVP. And the Pacers have won 2 in 3 years now, making it 3 years in a row. So that was year 7 for LeBron James. And he's a 2-time champion, 2-time MVP, 2-time Finals MVP already. Kawhi Leonard goes number 1 in the draft. Pacers re-sign Musa, they bring in Podziemski, and they sign this full Bowen guy. Stephen's up to a 95 overall, so they got 3 90 pluses. Halliburton's 33. And we got another year of the draft class. So let's see what we get here. We're going 66. 2K does not have 66 in the rotation, so we'll spin again for 75. They don't have 75 either, but they do have 1970. Stephen, Tyrese, LeBron, Houdini, Rick Whitehead, new center they're bringing in here. Hasn't played a game in a career yet. Jarris Walker, Musa, Podziemski, Dalen Terry. Yo, this guy looks like an old version of Carlisle. Who is this guy? Looks like he's about to die. I think we're gonna simulate until LeBron's 30 years old. So, I mean, how old is LeBron right now? LeBron's 26. I think it would be, I think we sim until LeBron's 30. I think that's a good point. Hey, look, his face scan changed. Yo, look who won MVP, bro. This guy, Stephen, is better than LeBron. 37 and 10 assists for the kid, bro. Stephen, look at him. Hold on now, boy. 30 points per game. You crazy? He won clutch player too. That boy clutch. Rashard Lewis is the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, and they won 68 games. Stephen and LeBron both made All-NBA first team. Yeah, the Pacers on bullshit, bro. How many games? They won 63 games as well, but San Antonio, top of the league. Steph Castle, Dylan Harper, Baba, Wemby, Jasper Johnson. That team nasty. But not if the Pacers got anything to say about it. Looks like they did bring in this guy right here, Dino. What's up with these guys? I can't pronounce the name. Dino. We're gonna call him Dino. Tyrese averaged 22 a game. Top 3 guys. Houdini was there putting in some work. Second best offense in the NBA. Top 5 defense. Second best point differential. Milwaukee in round 1 has Elijah Arenas, Trey Johnson. 2-2 series in round number 1. 3-2 Milwaukee Bucks, and not another series where the Pacers might be getting dropped off in round number 1 to an 8 seed, bro. This would be the second time it's happened in LeBron's career, and you know damn well they're gonna be talking about that shit on Twitter if LeBron does it again. They do get the win here to force game 7. Bucks only won 41 games, bro. It's another bad team. Like, LeBron can't keep letting this happen where he's in hell rounds in round number 1. I mean, this is definitely going to be a topic of discussion on media platforms if he does drop this one. Thankfully, they are going to be able to pull out barely, just barely. Detroit in round 2, up 2-0 against Detroit, 2-1 series, 2-2 series, 3-2 Detroit. Pacers started off winning 2 games in a row, but Detroit comes back and wins 3 in a row. And I just don't think this just does not feel like it's the year for the Pacers unless they have a 4th quarter comeback once again. It doesn't look like they're going to win this one. All right, so they are down 3 with 58 seconds remaining, and the Pistons have the ball. Yeah, it just does not feel like the year for the Indiana Pacers. They had a tough round 1. Smith for 3. He misses. Rebound goes to Whitehead. Up to LeBron James with 45 seconds left. LeBron all the way. Kicks it over to the corner. Stephen with the clean look at the 3. He misses. Big shot to miss right there. 38 seconds left in the game. Down to Kareem Lopez. Goes up and he gets the finish over the center. Pacers go down 5. Yeah, I think that might be the game. Unfortunately, it looks like Indiana is going to get eliminated in round 2. LeBron puts his head down all the way. He gets the layup. Okay. Are they going to foul here? Yeah, they are. Okay. All right. Well, they're going to need a quick trigger 3 here. They're down by 5. Inbound into Jarris Walker, who's going to get the easy layup. But unfortunately, the Pacers they're not going to have enough to pull it out. K drops 40 and they get eliminated here. So Pacers get eliminated in round 2 here. Even with 2 All-NBA first team guys and the MVP, they get dropped off. The Mavs win the NBA Finals and Cooper Flagg wins Finals MVP. And we are entering year 9 for LeBron James. Dave Cowens goes number 1 to the Celtics. Pacers sign Walker Kessler, so they finally get a big man. LeBron drops again by 1 overall. So does Stephen. So does Halliburton. This Dino guy goes up by 3. Whitehead goes up 3. So they got a decent looking deep roster here. Another auto-generated draft. We're gonna get 2010. LeBron and Stephen both on 1-year contracts. We'll see if they get extended this year. But this is age 27 for LeBron. I think, like I said, we're gonna go until he's 30 years old, and then we'll call it there. But so far, he's looking at 2 rings at the age of 27, 2 MVPs as well, 7-time All-Stars, a bunch of first-team All-NBAs, and he has a few defensive teams as well. They're running Stephen. They got Pods now at the starting shooting guard position. They're running Tyrese off the bench with Musa, Jarris Walker, and Houdini. 4.5 stars balance. They got a shorty coach now, Morgan Green. She's like the best coach of all time. Look at her ratings. Let's see if LeBron can get back to his MVP form. Wembanyama wins MVP. Shea wins 6th man of the year. He's 36 now. Pete Maravich wins rookie of the year. LeBron another first team, 27-7-7. Stephen makes first team as well, 27-7-9. Him and LeBron are just elite. Another 1 seed finish for the Pacers, 61-21. How many 60-win seasons is this in a row for the Pacers? Pacers traded Nikola Nicholas Sheldon and a first-round pick for Keyshawn George. They extended Stephen, Braun, and Jarris Walker. They signed this Sergio guy. So Keyshawn George is an 83, and then the Sergio guy is also an 83. So they try to make a push. Stats on the year, you see Braun, you see Stephen, Tyrese still there, 21-9. Round 1 against the Knicks should be a breeze. They go through and they're going to win in 5. I feel like they've played the Chicago and the Knicks in like the playoffs every single season, and they're back in the conference finals against the 2-seeded Detroit Pistons with Theodore Farmer and no Cade Cunningham off the bench, I guess. Yeah, they're bringing Cade off the bench for Theodore Roosevelt, bro. Who the hell is that? The Pistons aren't going to win this series with Cade coming off the bench, and they're going to lose in 5 games. Back into the NBA finals against the San Antonio Spurs, Josiah Brooks, Dylan Harper, Baba, Bam, and Wemby. Spurs won 59 games. Game 1 going to the Spurs. Game 2 going to the Spurs. Once again, the Pacers almost there, but they keep trying to fall short. They're down 3-0. Oh my goodness. Are they going to get swept? And they get swept. So LeBron and Stephen make it all the way to the finals. They get swept by Wemby, the MVP of the league. NBA finals bound, and it's just, they just fall short. They only lose 3 games throughout the playoffs and then get to the finals and get swept. Pacers re-sign Whitehead in free agency. They bring in this Homer guy, Paxson. This is what player progression looks like. Nothing really changes. Back to the historic draft class. We can get 2019. Rotation looks pretty much the same for the Pacers. All right, so we got 2 years left of LeBron. This year and next year, we'll get to age 30 for LeBron James, and then we'll call this video there. And if this video gets 75 likes, we'll do a part 2, finishing LeBron James in the modern NBA. So hit that like button and drop a sub if you want part 2. Wemby another MVP. Let's just say Evan Turner Rookie of the Year is crazy. Stephen wins Clutch Player again. Dallas wins another Coach of the Year. Stephen All-NBA First Team, 29, 6, and 11 assists for that kid. And then Braun was there, 26, 7, and 7. All right, looks like they brought in a big-time center, Luigi Swigo. I'm just gonna call that motherfucker Luigi. But they finally needed a center. They brought in a 7'4" one, so he big as hell. They probably signed him or something. First time the Indiana Pacers have not won 60 games and have not been the 1 seed in a minute. So the fall off, is it here? Is the fall off here for the Indiana Pacers? Well, we only have 2 years left of it. Halliburton did not have a great season. Still pretty good though. Not terrible, not bad. Boston in the first round. No more Tatum, no more Brown. They got Dave Cowens and Darius the Cuff. All right, LeBron got to get 1 more ring, bro. You got to get 1 more ring. They're gonna get out of round number 1. They got the Knicks in round 2, up 2-1, 2-2 series, 3-2 series. And the thing is with this Pacers team is they have made it to the finals. They've made it to the conference finals numerous times this video, but they just always fall short for some reason. It's almost like Braun he just can't get it done. They do get to the conference finals once again. Huge game from everybody here. Conference finals against the 4-seeded Wizards. They got a 97 overall and a 93 overall. Game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, and the Pacers are going to be back in the finals once again to play the Dallas Mavericks. Cooper flag, and that's it. Dallas won 63 games. Can we knock them off? Game 1 goes to Dallas. Not again, bro. Game 2 goes to Dallas. And Dallas just might be too deadly, up 3-1. Dallas wins in 5 again. So back-to-back seasons where the Pacers make the finals with ease, but just cannot get it done. They've lost in the finals 2 years in a row, bro. So let's count LeBron's record in the finals, man. LeBron's 2-5 in the finals, bro. 2-5. He's got 1 more year to get 1 more ring. Come on. Player progression. Halliburton finally drops down by 3. Stephen drops again. Let's run it back. Final season for LeBron James is age 30 year number 10. This is actually year 11 for LeBron James. They got the same rotation again, bro. Here we go. All right, well, in the final year, Stephen trying to get them over the top. He wins another MVP, bro. That's his second of this man's career. 31.5, 7, and 10 for the kid. Wow, I mean, that boy's a hooper, bro. He got 2 MVPs. Same amount as LeBron, bro. He's just like the Kyrie. Actually, he better than Kyrie, like, by a lot, too. Mavs won 66 games again. They both made first team. LeBron averaged 28, 7, and 7. Highest point total he's had in a long time, actually. Final year for Braun. Let's see if it can get it done, bro. Playoff time, baby. Let's get into it. One more look at stats. Stephen, LeBron, Halliburton down to 16 points. Miami in round number 1. Sim through this round 1 season, they gonna win in 5. Miles Hayes, Braylon Davis, this Wizards team they beat last year. The East should be no problem. 2-1, 2-2 series, 3-2 Pacers. Come on, Stephen and Braun, they got it, man. I didn't even check how many games they won, to be honest with you. We got to check that after because I didn't even check. They are going to be blowing the Wiz out in 6 games. Okay. 50 ball from Stephen, all right, kid. They won 66 and 16. They had the same record as Indiana, so this got to be the year, bro. Detroit, again, should be a breeze against Cade Cunningham and them. Game 1, game 2, they going up 2-1. 2-2 series. Okay, big game 5. They go down 3-2. Braun and Stephen on the brink of elimination. They got to win 2 straight games to get to the NBA Finals. They got the big time lead into the 4th quarter. And they go, ooh, it's kind of getting close. but the Pacers do hold on. Dallas waiting in the NBA Finals. Big time game here for Indiana. Can they get it done? Game 7. You got two former MVPs against Cade Cunningham. The Pacers got a close one. They're going to pull away, though, in the fourth quarter, and they're going to the finals again. How many straight years is this in the finals, man? Two powerhouse teams going at it. Cooper Flag and company. Still got Derek Lively there. Game number 1 does go to the Pacers. They get it done. Braun 37-11. They win by 2. Game number 2 does go to Dallas. Stephen and Braun doing all they can. Game number 3 goes to Dallas. Can they get game 4? No, they cannot. They're down 3-1. Will Dallas win in 5? No. We got a game 6. All right. Pacers got to win 2 in a row against Cooper Flag. That is no easy task. They're down in the 3rd quarter. Coming into the 4th quarter, they're still losing. Can they bring it back? 6-point game, 10-point game, 8-point game, and it is not going to be enough. The Pacers fall short once again in the NBA Finals, and Cooper Flag gets it done again. So in the final year of LeBron, he gets dropped off by Cooper Flag. He finishes 2-6 in the 11 years we have simulated with only 2 championships. Dallas has dominated. So that's going to do it for this first part of the video. Like I said, if you want part 2 for me to finish out LeBron's career, we got to get to 75 likes. Drop a sub on the video. Let's take a look at Bron's resume here over these 11 seasons. Really good point totals. I mean, it's LeBron James at the end of the day. 2-time champion, 2-time MVP, 2-time finals MVP at the age of 30, 10-time all-star, 9-time all-NBA first team. He made second team once, and he probably has like 6 or 7 all-defensive teams as well. 51 is his career high in points. Pretty solid stuff out of LeBron in the modern NBA. And they don't even get me started on my boy Stephen here. All right, well, if you like this video, man, drop a like, drop a sub on it. Like I said, 75 likes to get part 2. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Make sure to hit that sub button, and I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace out.